हेलो गाइज, नमस्ते। हमारे लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग में आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। इंडिया और इंग्लैंड का मैच, जबरदस्त मैच, सेमीफाइनल 2 चल रहा है।
So we were talking about Phil Salt and the analysis of what has happened to him in this tournament on 3 occasions, different angles, different type of bowlers. Fullish enough length, but a little bit of a weird movement.
कैसे हो आप सर?
Using the angle across it, but it's a very similar sort of area. And then Matt Henry. So you can see a familiarity of the pattern.
Welcome all friends.
Excellent from Hardik so far. Just sticking to his plan here, not trying anything flash. He knows there's some swing there.
And thinking back to the way England bowled in their power play, the movement here from Pandya, it may have been movement that Archer could have found had he hit a
बहुत ही
full
जबरदस्त
length.
मैच चलता
He was
हुआ।
so
सभी का
short
स्वागत
to
है हमारे
Sanju
लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग में।
Samson.
आप सभी
He
का
never gave the ball a chance to move.
हार्दिक पांड्या बॉलिंग करते हुए मात्र 1 रन दिया अभी तक। पावर प्ले का ओवर है। इंडिया की टीम से बहुत ही बड़ा टारगेट, बहुत जबरदस्त बॉलिंग करते हुए।
After 2, it's 15 for 1.
Well, that scoop shot didn't work then for Butler, but I'm happy to see him play. It's a signature shot. We've hardly seen him play it at all.
बहुत जबरदस्त मैच हो रहा है। इंग्लैंड और इंडिया का जबरदस्त लाइव कमेंट्री।
But he's got to stay true to his instincts here.
इंडिया और इंग्लैंड के बीच T20 वर्ल्ड कप 2026 का सेमीफाइनल खेला जा रहा है। इसमें आप सभी का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। जबरदस्त मैच, बहुत बड़ा टारगेट रखा है इंडिया ने। अब देखना इंग्लैंड चेस कर पाता है या नहीं। 15 रन ऊपर 1 आउट हो चुका है इंग्लैंड का। अर्शदीप सिंह अपना स्पेल का सेकेंड ओवर चलाते हुए आगे बढ़ के मारने की कोशिश, लेकिन बॉल और बैट का कोई कनेक्शन नहीं। डॉट बॉल के साथ ओवर की शुरुआत।
See the pressure building with a few dot balls.
15 पर 1 आउट है इंग्लैंड का। फिर सॉल्ट आउट हो गए हैं।
Milestones coming up.
बहुत बड़ा टारगेट, बिग टारगेट है इंडिया और इंग्लैंड का। सेमीफाइनल T20 वर्ल्ड कप 2026 लाइव कमेंट्री में आप सभी का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। अगर आप पहली बार आए हो तो प्लीज चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करिए।
That's well struck. Just getting his bat down on time.
बटलर और ब्रुक बल्लेबाजी करते हुए।
Racing away.
Well, it's a frenetic start. You can see that Butler has no kind of form to fall back on. But he's going to go down swinging, and that's the only way for England today.
बहुत शानदार लाइव कमेंट्री है दोस्तों, सभी का स्वागत है।
He's a cricket player. That wasn't bad bowling actually. He saw Butler tail out and he went to the York and he didn't miss by much. Didn't expect that to go for 4, but it did.
लाइव कमेंट्री में आपका स्वागत है दोस्तों। अर्शदीप सिंह
Fascinated to know about the next over, whether Bomrote will get a go now that Brook has come in. That's been the big change that England have made, and it's a relatively late change in this competition. Brook started it at 5. They pushed him up to 3 for the Pakistan match, where he responded with a brilliant 100. That's where he's been since. And I suspect that India, in their game plan, was always, as soon as Brook came in, get Bomra on at him early, because he is the key wicket.
254 का टारगेट, बिग टारगेट है सेमीफाइनल का। इंडिया ने पहले बैटिंग करते हुए 253 रन बनाए। इंडिया फाइनल में जाएगी
completely losing his shape.
फाइनल
Really.
मैच ही चलाएंगे
It's that
संडे को फाइनल
combination.
है
But you know he's got to be aggressive. He's got no form at all. He's just losing all his shape as he tries to hack it across the line. It's a slightly slower ball, so he's through the shot too quickly in any event. Got to try and hold that shape if he can.
Yes, it's a clear sign of someone who's not spent enough time at the crease.
19 पर एक आउट हो चुका है इंग्लैंड का सेकंड चांस रहेगी बॉल दूर रह गई थी
Just 2 runs for that.
दो रन
That was
दौड़ के पूरे कर
the
लिए
hallmark of Sanju Samson's innings. How still he was, and great positions that he got into.
अगर पहली बार आया तो
Some
प्लीज
really
सब्सक्राइब जरूर करिए हमारे चैनल को
lovely cricketing shots.
I think off here Michael Atherton
बहुत
said
जबरदस्त
better
मैच हो रहा
shape,
है
and I agree with that because every time he's tried to go hard at the ball, the
Big
bat
match.
comes from outside in across the
India
ball
versus
and he misses
England,
it. He
semi-final
sort of
2.
played more in the direction of where it came and held the bat face on that occasion.
Ash Brooks के और पेंटिंग गेंद उठा
Now
के
that's well
मारने
struck.
पर
That'll make him feel better.
4 रन
Boundary to end the over. 10 off it. 25 for 1.
Just the longer he's there, the more he's almost reacquainting himself with his game because you can hit as many balls as you like in the nets, but he's had precious little time in the middle. Just looks terribly out of sorts, but he's battling himself and he's still
25
there.
रन हो
He's
चुके
got
हैं
a bit
3
of a
ओवर की
start.
समाप्ति
Gradually
इंग्लैंड
it
का
might just
स्कोर
return.
टारगेट है 254
Still Hardik.
हार्दिक पांड्या वंस मोर हार्दिक पांड्या
Butler wants to. Will have to settle for the single. There is a man out there in the deep.
सिंगल के साथ ओवर की शुरुआत की है
I think just on the point of Jasprit Bumrah.
हार्दिक पांड्या बॉलिंग अटैक पे
Hardik has aimed the right, perhaps to have a second over based on the
अगर आप पहली बार आए तो
movement
प्लीज
of the wicket
सब्सक्राइब
that he
जरूर
got.
करिए
This guy, however, will come into action very soon, actually, maybe the next over, as opposed to waiting to close out the power play by any stretch. Come in now, after this over is complete, bowl the next one and see if you can create some action.
हार्दिक पांड्या एक रन के साथ
That's
स्कोर
the
बढ़कर हुआ
perfect
27 रन
example of
एक
what we were
विकेट के
talking
नुकसान
about
पे
a moment ago, about Butler losing his shape. To hit that ball through the offside, which is what he's looking to do, he's got to hold that left side for longer. As it is, the left side fell away. All the right shoulder and right hand comes into the ball, and the end result is a complete mistiming of the ball.
Yes, when you spend time at the crease, you get that rhythm going. That's when the flow is there of the bat. Here he's looking to hit the ball too hard.
सेमीफाइनल मैच है बिग मैच
It's
है
as if he wants to make
टारगेट भी बिग
contact.
है
Hard contact.
देखते हैं इंग्लैंड चेस कर पाता या नहीं या फिर कौन जीतेगा मैच कमेंट्री पे भी बताना
Won't be surprised if Hardik mixes it up as well. Pace. He's got hold of that.
4 रन
One bounce over the rope. First boundary for Harry Brook.
It's not a bad option actually to Brook. I think it's a fair enough ball. Brook's great strength is hitting over the offside. He's generally looking to come at the bowler and loft the ball over extra cover. That's where his strongest shot is. So the reaction from the bowler, the occasional reaction, is to bowl a short ball. He went for 4, but I think that's a fair enough option from time to time against Brook.
37 रन हो चुके हैं 31 रन हो चुके हैं एक विकेट के नुकसान पे इंग्लैंड का स्कोर ग्राउंडेड शॉट कोई रन नहीं
We
We often talk about young bowlers in this game running into bowl at a batter who's moving about. The ability to get good swing with a new ball is something that Hardik Pandya
Friends, please subscribe
does well. He uses the hard length, but keep half an eye on the batter's feet as you run in, because Brook moves about, and it's something they train to do, they practice to do, and it's very demanding. A little bit of swing for him so far.
See, already you can see more swing for the Indian bowlers than any of the England bowlers.
Good
Bowling to his field.
In the short ball he bowled, I thought it got up to a good height. Maybe the line was a little bit more over the off stump, because he has a deep backward square in place. He wanted it to be pulled backward as opposed to forward. So credit to Brook for hitting it in front of square.
That's over mid off, and will clear the fence as well. So 6 to end the over.
38 रन, 1 विकेट के नुकसान पे 4 ओवर की समाप्ति.
Muscle more than anything else, really, by Butler. You see that he really didn't time it as well as he might have done. The timing is not there at all at the moment. He's hanging in there, and he's got enough power and muscle to get that over the boundary.
बुमराह आ गए हैं भाई, बुमराह.
This should be a good matchup. Jasprit Bumrah against Harry Brook.
क्या विकेट आ रहा है क्या दोस्तों, कमेंट में बताना. और ये उठ गई है गेंद, देखना है कैच होगा कि नहीं होगा. और ये आउट.
What a catch!
पहले गेंद पे बुमराह को सफलता मिल गई. हैरी ब्रुक आउट हो गए भाई. इंग्लैंड के कप्तान हैरी ब्रुक आउट.
20 yards there, shot put in, and he's pulled off an absolute beauty. Superb slow delivery from Bumrah, foxing Harry Brook.
Well, the most magnificent piece of cricket
क्या
this
कैच
from
लिया
India.
यार, बहुत जबरदस्त कैच.
Both the bowling and the catch, and of course the end result, because it is a key wicket of Harry Brook. Brilliant slow ball. He's through the shot. He plays it one-handed in the end, so he's completely foxed. And then a magnificent bit of athleticism, keeping his eye on the ball all the way. A quite brilliant catch, and maybe a match-winning moment with the exit of England's most dangerous batter, Harry Brook, gone for 7, 38 for 2.
दो आउट हो गया 38 रन पे. बेथल आ गए भाई, बेथल.
Jacob Bethel comes out to the middle, following some excellent cricket all round from the home team. How often have we seen Jasprit Bumrah start off with a slow ball, just reads the situation so well. He knows Brook likes the ball to come on to him, not afraid to try it first ball and reward it with some brilliance in the field.
बहुत अच्छा कैच किया अक्षर पटेल ने, जबरदस्त कैच किया.
Well, it was always the plan, wasn't it, to hold Bumrah back, but bring him on as soon as Harry Brook comes to the crease. And his very first ball at Brook is a brilliant slower ball, and look at that, the poise, concentration and athleticism. Wonderful.
जसप्रीत बुमराह अगली गेंद फिर से तैयार और ये
It swung away on the
Six.
onside. It's gone the distance. Seen very often on this ground that you use the pace. Ball goes in that direction for sixes. Top edges go for sixes.
Yeah, plenty of pace to work with. Bethel is a good player of pace bowling in particular. He struggles sometimes against spin at the start.
44
Very
में 2 आउट हो गए
composed
हैं
player of pace.
4.3 ओवर
He's fallen 6 times to spin in this tournament alone.
शानदार गेंद
The thing I like about the catch is we often talk, Ravi and Michael and viewers, about doing the hard work early. Great gumption to go first ball, slower ball, and to be full enough. But he does the hard work early here for me. Big strike, so by the time he gets there, he's kind of fairly settled in terms of keeping the eyes steady. Outstanding.
बहुत जबरदस्त
Do
मैच
the
है अपने
hard work
सब्सक्राइब
early
करिए
with the
दोस्तों
running so you can settle yourself.
कमेंट पे चलाऊंगा
Delivery that is.
थोड़ा सा
That's
बचा
real skill for you. Hitting the deck hard, rolling his fingers across the seam.
Yeah, we've seen some good ones in this tournament. Lungi and Geedy, for example. We've seen knuckleball. And then what follows this quite easily,
इस ओवर की
sometimes with
अंतिम
his
बॉल
pace
देखना है क्या
on,
कुछ होता है जसप्रीत बुमराह
it's very disconcerting.
Good start here for Bumrah as well. A wicket in his first over after 5, 45 for 2.
45 पे 2 5 ओवर की समाप्ति
Yeah, he's got such great variation at his very best. You'll see a variety of deliveries. The Yorker, which usually follows a setup, then the angled in. We remember that against Quinton de Kock. Shimon Hetmeyer was a key wicket, hard length, and then that slower cutter. Outstanding then and outstanding tonight against Harry Brook, and then straight.
Wickets in the power play.
वरुण
They
चक्रवर्ती
have delivered the same stage. They were 55 for 1. Resumption mission Kishan at this stage will make it
वरुण
very
चक्रवर्ती आगे न्यू बॉलर
high scoring round. Boy, was it a run fest when India were batting.
ओह
It's gone high and
Six.
all the way for 6. More of that please, says England fans.
He picked up length well. Very first delivery from Varun Chakravarti. And he hung back in his crease. Still in the power play, so only 2 fielders out. Didn't really matter because he's belted it for 6.
फिर से उठा दिया है
Once again, the silence
एक और
tells you
छक्का।
everything. Back-to-back sixes off the bat of Jacob Bethel.
बैक टू बैक 6 लग गए 2 भैया 57 हो गए
Straight away so far. First 2 balls, both down the ground. One over long on, another over long off. He's got some questions right now in his mind. Surya Kumar going close to him, probably asking him to change up his angle. But Bethel has done nicely so far. Change in field. Long off goes back. Long on comes in deep with wicket.
और
He's now
प्ले
kept
का
it place.
4 बॉल और बची है अभी
Wouldn't be surprised
57 हो गया
if Bethel
टारगेट
tries another one
स्कोर
here.
टारगेट है 254 ओह
Nice innovation.
वो
Raining sixes here, the one Kenny.
लगातार 3 छक्के लग गए अभी
Momentum shift, 18 of the first 3 deliveries.
Yeah, and all
इसको आउट
three
करना ही
different
पड़ेगा नहीं
shots.
तो
He's mixing it up and pulling
middle over long on, then over long off, and now the reverse. He's absolutely nailed it.
Varun has been slightly short in the Super 8 stages, so he's trying to go fuller now, but he's being met with good batting from Bethel, not as much bad bowling because he's landed the ball quite nicely here, but he's been met with in 3 different places. See the doubts in his mind, and that's what happened. The good thing that England have done so far is stay with the run rate. Hasn't gotten away from them so far.
बॉलर प्रेस में आ गया 19 रन आ चुके हैं 4 बॉल में
Having 2 setters in is exactly what England need right now. Yes, lots of talk about Harry Brook, but he's gone now. Butler's still there. He's on 25 from 16. What a talent this young man is, Jacob Bethel.
Sanju Samson telling him in Tamil, take your time and bowl. Don't be in a hurry. Don't rush it.
विकेट मिल गया
He's now got an important breakthrough, and it's just Butler.
जोश बटलर आउट हो गए भाई
Varun Chakravarti standing up to the pressure here. He's hit for 3 sixes. But the fighter in him comes out. Sanju Samson tells him, take your time. And he lands the googly perfectly on length. Butler going for the big one. Top of off. India needed that wicket. It was a good partnership that was just bubbling up. Varun Chakravarti, it's more relief than anything else. He will be a happy man to strike in this power play. And an important wicket at that. Joss Butler goes for 25. England 64 for 3.
Coach is out there. He's appreciating this effort with the ball in the power play. They haven't struck early often in this tournament, but they've got the runs on the board. They've had their tails up half-time, watching them warm up, taking those high catches. Just sense the energy among this unit. Now they've got England 3 down.
Switch on the flashlight now. Everyone take out your phones. Switch on the light. Everyone.
Salt out early for 5, Brook out for 7. Wicket each for Hardik, Bumrah and Varun.
Of Bollywood, we got the stars of India who coming in here. Let's show and also the stars in the
England chasing a huge score here. 254 to be precise. Started off quite nicely with the boundary first up, and it was good efforts from the Indian bowlers. First up, it was Phil Salt. Hardik Pandya getting his outswing on point there. Akshar Patel takes his first catch of the night, and then Butler just launched himself, put pressure back.
तीन आउट हो चुके हैं 64 पर 3
First ball that got Harry Brook, the most important wicket, you'd say, the man in form, the leading run getter. And then Bethel came and just continued where others would have ideally wanted to be, which is try and hit as many sixes as possible, and he did it quite nicely. Then Varun, being the champion that he is, comes back and picks up a wicket. Relief in his face and in a lot of the Indian fans as well.
51 for 3 in the last 30 balls. Record run chase for England. They need 190 more from 85 balls. I saw 3 sixes from Jacob Bethel. Let's take you back to 19 years ago and this magic moment.
क्या लगता है दोस्तों कौन जीतेगा मैच वैसे टारगेट तो बहुत बड़ा है अभी भी युवराज सिंह के छक्के दिखाने लग गए 2007 में मारे थे ना 6 छक्के लगातार
Inaugural tournament in South Africa in 2007. Yuvraj Singh slammed Stuart Broad for 6 sixes in the 19th over of India's innings to 15, just 12 deliveries. With unbeaten on 58 from 16. India winning by 18 runs. Tom Banton in now at 5. Ball to go in the power play. That required run rate keep going up.
बंटन आया अभी बंटन
What a start. One bound.
और 23 रन दे दिए एक आउट कर दिया 23 रन
through. It's been boundaries or wickets. England aren't going to die wandering here. They're going to go hard and keep going hard. They like the sweep, the reverse sweep. Bethel reverse sweep for
Power
six.
play समाप्त
Bantam's
हो गया
first
है।
ball, and he likes this shot. He's put it away, especially when England played in Kolkata, because of the bounce there. Here, first ball, he's
आज
gone
सेट
for
पे
it.
3 आउट, 6 ओवर समाप्त। हार्दिक
Got himself
अगेन
really powered that away.
हार्दिक पांड्या ने बोला
First time England conceded over 250 in a T20 international.
250
Time
प्लस
to
का स्कोर है
consolidate. They've got to
दोस्तों।
keep going with that required run rate.
India trying to finish their 6 bowlers quota as much as possible and keep the main bowlers through the innings.
हार्दिक पहली गेंद ओह नीचे रहती है बॉल डॉट बॉल के साथ और की शुरुआत
The googly for Varun working this time slightly fuller, top of off.
Yeah. One of the things when you're out of form is you don't watch the ball as long as you should. There's so many things going through your brain, and it was noticeable in that Butler innings. He wasn't watching the ball right onto the bat. A bit of a scrambled brain. And when it's a googly like that and you're not watching it
हार्दिक
clearly,
हार्दिक
it
पांड्या की दूसरी
deceives
बॉल
you.
बेथल आउट हो गए ना तो सही है एक रन
Quick single.
ओह उनहत्तर पे 3
Josh Butler, it was a struggle. Started with a boundary and then Hardik hit that hard length with a bit of movement. And you can see he was looking frenetic and not always watching the ball onto the bat.
And interestingly, that's what a player in form said, Sanju Samson. He was just trying to watch the ball as hard as possible and stay in the moment after the end of last game when he got that magnificent knock to get past West Indies. He's saying all he was trying to tell himself was watch the ball closely.
Said keep it simple, and that's what he did. But the way he went about building momentum in that innings against West
70
Indies,
हो
he did
चुके
the
हैं
same
70 पे
today.
3 6.3 का खेल
Sheikh Sharma
समाप्त हो
out
गया
early. Ishan Kishan came in. That stand 97 for 45 set the platform for more fireworks from India. 18 fours and 19 sixes.
बेथल का विकेट जरूरी है बेथल को आउट करना जरूरी है
Kishan played a nice little cameo in between. Just thinking of Sam Curran and the likes of Will Jacks coming in next. It's a huge ask. All they'll be thinking is how many boundaries can I hit? Where do I hit them? Who do I plan to hit them against? It's never easy middle order when you know you have to keep scoring at 13 runs and over from the get-go.
When Harry Brook won the toss and elected to bowl first, what would he have been comfortable
Wide.
chasing here at Wankhede? Nas?
71
Well, England had chased down 229 here a long time ago. I think it just went beyond them when you go up to 250 plus. But it fits into what England, this would have thrown their plan. They were going to go hard every ball anyway. They've just made it crystal clear what they've got to do. And they've done it. They'll lose wickets.
और
Cleanly struck for six.
6 रन
It's just going to be all action cricket because they have no other choice. There is no time to rebuild. There's no time to knock it round. It is either going to be 4-6 or a wicket. They're going to keep coming on. McCullum would have told them that anyway, but the scoreboard pressure will absolutely enforce that mindset.
ये आउट होने के बाद मैच
I know for a fact
वन
when
साइडेड हो जाएगा ये
it gets beyond a certain point and you know you just need to get up to 12, 13. McCullum's message would be just go hard, enjoy yourself. That's all we need to do here.
Oh, that's a
Charan.
lovely shot. This is what we've come to know Jacob Bethel for. He keeps himself busy out there in the middle, and that scoreboard just keeps ticking along.
81 हो गया भाई
Sure, that was 37 from 13. And at this stage, England are ahead. India were 73 for 1, England 81 for 3. But that's the problem in the run chase and scoreboard pressure. And with Bumrah to come, you're going to lose wickets. They will try and target Hardik Pandya because they know Bumrah still has 3 left.
13 from the over so far, 1 ball to go. These are 2 runs.
No run over.
End of 7, 83 for 3.
15 points from that over. A great run for Team England.
Excellent surface. In the group stages, it was a little bit tacky and a bit slow tennis ball bounce. Still decent, but this is your classic Mumbai pitch. Bit of grass on it, good carry, good bounce.
Akshar Patel आए हैं नए बल्लेबाज.
Surface played really well too. West Indies played against Zimbabwe. Remain over 250. Akshar Patel took a wonderful catch. He's into the attack now.
Yeah, and there's a man on the reverse sweep for Banton. He likes that shot. He can now go over the offside if he wants. Just like that. And that is good manoeuvring.
पहले बॉल पे छक्का.
Man goes behind square for the reverse. It opens up a massive gap between long off and behind square offside. Banton finds that gap with a 6.
1 point then, Asa said the reverse sweep was protected, but overcovers is another one of his strengths as well. Tom Banton, he made a beautiful job of how he got under the ball, used his hands quite nicely. Akshar Patel, another spinner who's been taking the task up front.
Yeah, you see that gap there on the graphic. The reverse sweep gets you a boundary, but it also manoeuvres the field.
Uses his feet this time. It sails into the crowd for 6. This is excellent from England.
लगातार बैक
What
टू बैक बहुत
bounce
छक्के.
here. Such a good pitch, you can just hit through the line. And this is what he did in Kolkata. He used his feet and belted it down the ground. That is some follow through.
92 मीटर का लंबा छक्का. बॉल्ड.
The roar says it all. Banton has got to go.
Yeah, similar to Varun Chakravarti. 6-6-6 out. 6-6 out. Akshar Patel, the bowler this time. And Banton wishes he just held his shape and gone straight. In the end, he took to drag it leg side. And it's through him. All action cricket. 6s, 4s and wickets. Look up to the skies. Banton departs. 95 for 4 England. 17 from 5,
चेस की
Tom
तरफ जा रहे
Banton.
हैं.
Just as that partnership is building, 31 from 11. India strike back.
Will Jacks आए हैं.
Akshar Patel holds his nerve.
He's a danger, danger, danger. He's a match winner.
Will Jacks strides out to the middle. Team in trouble. Talking earlier about his move from the top order to the finisher role. He's owned that role in this competition. He's come in with England in some sticky situations and got them across the line. It's a vastly different situation today.
It is, and it's a bit of a promotion. Sam Curran could have come in next, but obviously that would be 2 left-handers at the crease, so they won that right hand, left hand.
It takes a lot of courage when you get hit 6 to slow it down as a bowler, and that's what Akshar Patel did. He got hit for a 6 the previous delivery. It was just around 90, but this one he slowed it down to 84, kept it on the stump. And made sure Banton lost his shape a bit as he was looking to slog sweep. It's good bowling, courageous bowling, and that's where experience comes in. The likes of Akshar Patel, having played so many matches under pressure, understanding what it takes to slow the game down, and is bowling in a way.
The side screen just holding us up for a bit.
Akshar Patel.
Goes leg side
4 runs.
and into some space for 4. End of 8, 99 for 4.
Nice to see the modern player actually picking up lengths so well. I think it went through a phase where batters weren't picking up the length of spinners that well off the back foot. That's exactly what they are doing now. Length ball, pulled for 4, back of a length ball.
The runs, the problem is losing wickets. At the same stage, India were 92 for 1. So just 7 runs in it, but 3 extra wickets lost.
Varun Chakravarti, the last time he bowled to Jacob Bethel, gave 19 in the 4 balls that he bowled. But now they've kept a man there for the reverse sweep. What is Jacob Bethel going to do? Is he going to back his slog sweep, or is he going to go straight down the ground?
Rolled. What an outstanding shot that is from Bethel.
Yeah, I just mentioned how the modern day player is picking up length really well. And that's what Bethel's done again. Back of the length, and he was sitting back and with fast hands pulls it beautifully. 100 up for England in just 8 overs and 1 delivery. And England going this hard because they know 11 overs after this, Bumrah's going to bowl 3 of those 11.
He's going around the wicket now, just changing up the angle. He realizes Bethel is playing him a lot more off the back foot now.
Well, it doesn't matter what you do with the field. Jacob Bethel has his eye in and he is motoring along.
It's great batting from Bethel. He is just motoring along here. Varun Chakravarti again erring on the shorter side, and that has been his Achilles heel in this tournament, especially in the Super 8 stages. He's pulled his length back, and that's when he's gone for a lot of runs. He's got to be slightly fuller. He can go to his leggy if he requires, but the googly that is slightly short is what Bethel is absolutely feasting on right now.
His top score in the tournament so far,
Bethel out,
55 versus
yeah.
Nepal. He's currently 47 of just 16 deliveries, 3 4s and 5 6s.
You can comfortably say it's his most favourite ground in India. He likes the bounce. He's a good back foot player, and he's using the bounce to his advantage.
Varun Chakravarti.
On Sunday in Ahmedabad, everyone will be wanting to get their hands on this piece of silverware. The former World Cup winning players out with the ICC CEO Sanjay Gupta. Sunday, who will it be? New Zealand or I've got one apiece here in common. England versus India. Feeling a bit nervous, DK.
Not as much as Nas, I can tell you that.
I was listening to the podcast on a walk the other day and I just couldn't stop laughing.
That was close. Looking for the slog sweep. Varun almost gets that to hit the stump. You see, grown from Sanju Samson there, he knew it was close. That's a good wicket keeping. He had his hands in the right place. Didn't expect the ball to come to him. Good hands.
Catch it. Oh, chance.
He has been brilliant all tournament. And he talks about the confidence. He just backs himself, doesn't he, Nasser?
He does, and it's a similar shot to what Bethel's been playing. It's not that short, but because of the bounce here in Mumbai, you can pick it up and hit it at the top of the bounce. Expensive, Chakravarti. 11 deliveries, 36 6 runs.
Over there's 14 from it, 9 gone, 113 for 4.
3 boundaries, 2 singles, 1 drop from this over, 9 overs up. England of 113 for 4.
Banton used his feet to good effect, then the next one even better. But Akshar Patel had the last lock, slowing it down on middle and leg, completely missing that one.
Good spot, Nico. Very brave when you've gone for 2 sixes to bowl it even slower, and that's exactly what he did.
75-83 in the last 30 deliveries. That 5-run rate has come down to 12.82. Stars are plenty at Wickets and they're being thoroughly entertained.
Good delivery, good ball, good ball.
That man on screen was a second ago. He has seen many a pressure situation and he knows how to handle spinners. Today the spinners have been expensive, but the good thing is they've picked up a couple of wickets and important ones. MS Dhoni was a master in handling spinners. 53 runs so far in just the 3 overs from the spinners.
That's it.
That's clever, Cass. What he's just done here, the previous one he's gone into middle and leg. This one's slower, wider outside off stump. Even though Jax is a good offside player, he's trusting him to keep making him guess what the line is going to be. It's not just length, you need to vary your line. At times Varun has been a touch too straight.
Let's talk about whether he'd be replaced today by Kuldeep Yadav. They've backed him against England. Varun Chakravarti. Talk about the mix of players in this Indian 11, that bowling lineup, all bowled around Bumrah. I think Hardik and Arshdeep have done so well with the new ball. But the Bumrah factor is big.
Yeah, it is, and you can almost be assured of 3 very good overs from Bumrah. Akshar Patel has not kept a man back for the reverse sweep.
Quick single.
Out or right?
Wow. Hardik Pandya was trying to throw the stumps down. And Akshar Patel had a little bit more time. He was right by the stumps. He just took a step back because it was a hard throw from Hardik. Direct hit gone. It was an awkward one to take. It really was for the bowler. Shin high.
And at good length too. That's the worst length as a fielder to try and take a ball. He's done well for himself to protect his knees.
Out there.
Trapped in front. They're interested.
Going down. I can't believe they got 2 there. There must be some fielders looking at each other. That was going down on the angle. How a ball has only just gone out of the inner circle and you run 2 leg bys. That's what I'd be more cross about as a captain.
But it was actually the captain who should have gone for the ball, but he was so convinced it was LBW. He was just walking towards Akshar Patel there. He forgot that they were looking to run there.
Nicely.
Another beautiful set of deliveries so far from Akshar Patel. He's not bowled 2 balls in the same line. He's kept the batters guessing. One of the few overs where a boundary hasn't been scored yet. Let me not jinx it, but so far it's been really good.
Come on, the boundary.
Jinx it.
Hiding the ball wide. Jax is very good over extra cover. Will he throw it wide again? No, goes straighter. That is a good mixing in the over. Straight, wide, and then back straight. Excellent from Akshar Patel. 119 for 4 after 10.
The South Map 119 पर 4 आउट इंग्लैंड का. बुमराह आ गए हैं न्यू बॉलर।
Another 135 needed from 60 balls, and Jasprit Bumrah's back. Another important phase of the game. Wide signalled for height. Sunil Gavaskar and Michael Atherton alongside me. How critical is going to be strategy here against Bumrah?
Very, very critical, because we're talking about 3 overs more from him. He's bowled 1 over for 7 and got a wicket. Now this one is, you can see, this one is given as a wide because it's gone above the batter. Good call by the umpire.
It's outstanding that stroke, because it was partly to negate what may have been an attempted Yorker and punched away for 4.
Well, Will Jacks has had an outstanding tournament, 4 Player of the Match awards in an unaccustomed position. He's done it down the order, down at number 6 or 7, coming in as a finisher. But even though he's coming in low down the order, he's had actually a reasonable amount of opportunity to impact the game. So he's had plenty of batting time, and he's got plenty of time here, obviously.
Come on, Mumbai, your bowler needs your support. आपको पता है आपको क्या बोलना है? हाथ ऊपर करके करोगे।
बुमराह
The public address systems encouraging the spectators to say boom, boom, Bumrah in between deliveries. Not too sure that's a good thing for the game. Between overs, yes, not between deliveries. This is a World Cup.
And that is another World Cup half century for Jacob Bethel, his second of this T20 World Cup. And off 19 balls, he's the 5th batter in this tournament to do it in so little deliveries. But he knows that there's so much more that needs to be done.
Yes, there's plenty to do, but as long as he's at the crease and Jacks, who's had a dream tournament so far, England will have hope. 32, the partnership of 20. They'll be hoping that this partnership carries on for another 5 overs at least. And that'll give them a very good chance.
Well, you can see why England hold this young man, Jacob Bethel, in such high regard in whatever format they're playing, really. He's an absolutely central first pick in all 3 formats. Player of tremendous potential and class.
There's no one out there. And he continues on his way, Jacob Bethel, picking the field apart.
Look how quickly he's picked the line and the length. And he hasn't tried to hit a 6 this time around. He just looked to control it. That's a magnificent shot. It is. He's both the slow delivery, it's half it out, but then he's controlled it. Rolled his wrist to ensure the ball is hit along the ground. There was a fielder at square leg. Magnificent. Absolutely terrific batting this from the young man.
Attempted Yorker, missed out Jacob Bethel, 1-3-1 for 4.
131 पर 4 आउट।
Well, England's senior and most dangerous players, Butler and Brook, gone, so Bethel had to take it on his own, and he did it right from the off with
प्लीज सब्सक्राइब जरूर करिए, पहली बार आए हैं तो सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया हुआ है,
It's a
सब्सक्राइब
all the energy within the confines of the ground. People travel from far and wide across the country and the globe just to be part of the experience. And I wonder what that experience means for the bowling group now of India. They've got to rotate their bowling. Ashdeep still has a couple, so I suspect that he will come back for one. You don't want to be bowling too many overs off the reel. Varun Chakravarti, 1 for 37 of his 2 overs.
55 of 22 deliveries is what Jacob Bethel is batting with now. That's how he hit the 6th Chakravarti, then the pull shot. And again the lofted shot over the straight field. Again the front foot pull. And he was pretty severe on Hardik Pandya as well as Varun Chakravarti. 4 boundaries and 5 sixes in that 55.
So very, very good. Chakravarti trying to hide it full and outside the off stump, and Bethel reading it like a book.
Real problem for India. Chakravarti has been so expensive. The moment that he came in on the 6th over, England got after him straight away. He's been expensive throughout the Super 8 stage, where he's found wickets hard to come by. And India don't want to go to the 6th bowling option because it's a weakness of theirs. So once one of the 5 is put under tremendous pressure, as Varun is being put under here, it's a problem.
Confirmation of that just in the last 3 games prior to this. He's gone at over 10 and over in the 3 games leading into this contest. Take wickets to 9. If that is anything for being expensive, you'll maybe accept that.
Well then, all the beautiful Mumbaikars and all the Indians in the
Comes back for 1 of his 2 remaining overs.
But shooting on, can we have one big huge round of applause for everybody listening? Zordar तालियां जाए आप सभी के लिए for being such a wonderful bowling audience.
Jacob Bethel. To think last night Finale, this is 60 of 24. Finale got to 133 at the end of the game. I had to ask myself, is it only 33 balls that he faced, really? Bethel going at 250, I think Finale went at over 300.
And 4 dot balls in that as well. So he got 100 of 29 deliveries. Won't mind the singles. It's the 6s and the boundaries that is hurting them. 5 deliveries bowled. He's given away 8 runs. 4 singles in that and a boundary. Will Jacks will want to put that right. Will Jacks would want the maximum.
On it, has it got the distance? It just has. 50 partnership comes up. Varun has gone for 50 as well. 145 for 4.
He's trying to get out of the over by cramping Jacks for room. He knows Jacks likes to generally get outside leg stump and show his stumps and go over extra cover, but he can go leg side as well. He hit the biggest 6 in England's previous game off Glenn Phillips over the leg side, so he's no one-trick pony. Happens with Varun Chakravarti generally. We've seen that even in the IPL. Is the moment he gets hit off the first or the second ball of an over, he starts to bowl medium pace. His pace increases. And therefore it makes it easier on a good batting pitch like this for the batters to get under the ball. painful business.
Oh, that has gone miles, absolute miles, up to the back row of that double-decker stand. The only thing that stopped it was the hoarding, the advertising, and the big screen.
He's full of confidence, Will Jacks. He's having the month of his life. What a winter he's had. Got himself into England's test team in the Ashes and now dominating their World Cup campaign. England still in there fighting.
Field should be 4. That's going to be the thing you can calculate as well. How many boundaries do England need to hit with this 98 remaining in the 7.5 overs left?
They can't really afford to do that. Should have been a dot ball. It wasn't anywhere away. Should have been a dot ball. And the skipper himself had let it go through his legs.
Somewhere between 10, 12, 14 boundaries, I think, till that is off the field. Where can you get that volume of boundary hitting in the deliveries left? 44 balls. Can you get 15?
At this level, with the kind of batting that we have seen, 2 runs a ball is eminently possible. At the moment, it's a little bit over 2 runs a ball. But eminently possible. This is a good partnership. 62 of the 33 deliveries. And they're smacking it around.
Clean up by Shivam Dube, who was rolling his shoulders as if he might get some involvement with the ball in hand, or he was just keeping himself loose in the field.
Kind of night as a 6 bowler where you'd be putting your hand up to try and get the skipper's attention.
Sing in the field for Tilak was the cleaning up. 160 for 4. Stadium. I was joking next door. Maybe Bankini has grown too small for T20 cricket. Just like a pillow fight, balls flying here, there, and everywhere. It's no fun being a bowler. Sometimes, though, you can have something in the pitch. You can see scores very low, but when the pitch is as good compliments to the ground staff tonight from a batting perspective, the runs flow. Arshdeep's back. Lovely. He did well to reach it, and the awareness to get it over short third. This is some knock from Jacob Bethel.
Yeah, big moment in the game this, with Arshdeep returning. 2 overs left from Bumrah, but he needs support elsewhere. So somebody else has got to give some relatively economical overs here for the captain. He'll be hoping it's Arshdeep. He doesn't want to have to turn to a 6 bowler, but if Arshdeep goes round the park as well, then India under significant pressure.
It's a slow delivery if it's bowled half it out the pitch. Although it might deceive the batter a little bit, it still gives the batter enough time, as we saw with this particular shot. Very smart batting this by Jacob Bethel. Top class. Absolutely terrific to watch.
Too easily.
Akshar Patel took an excellent catch. Slower delivery. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant catch this. Kept his eye on the ball, never
recovering to run away he had from his position the 30-meter circle. They're taking 2 runs quite comfortably. I think that is something that India need to look out for as well.
Very good. Good advantage of keeping your eye on the batter as he tailed out. Didn't follow him, actually. Immediately in his mind said he's too far, I'll go wide, take it out of his reach.
Just a hint there that the ball tailed back in at Jacob Bethel, which will interest Jasprit Bumrah, no doubt, in his final 2 overs as he looks to find the block hole.
Mixing up the line. Who do you stand 2-2 for the next over? Another crucial over. Everyone is crucial. Hardik's got 1 left. Varun has travelled. Aksa has gone at over 10s. Jasprit Bumrah has 2, so how do you spend those?
I think Bumrah will probably come in for the 17th and the 19th over, depending on what the score is at that stage. They want to get a wicket. They want to break this partnership. If they break this partnership, they give themselves a very good chance. If they don't break this partnership, the game will slip away from their hands.
There's an option here of going wide of the stumps. Wide of off stump is an option. He does go too wide with the field that he has at the deep backward point. You can understand the planning. Something he did well in his final over against the West Indies at Eden Gardens. I think he ended up going for some 5 runs. And that was the penultimate over of the innings.
Okay.
It's wide it again. But again, you understand, Sanju Samson doesn't necessarily agree, but you understand what he's trying to do.
Not sure Ashdeep agreed either. He had a long, lingering look just as the umpire signalled that, and I think you can see from that replay why he's upset. I think he's a bit hard done to there.
Yes, I think at what point the ball passes the bat should be the consideration.
Problem with that.
And this is, I think he's lost it. He lost his confidence looking the ball wide. To an extent, the kind of feel that he's got makes him want to bowl away from that angle. But if he can slice it, because there is a third man and there is a deep point as well. So maybe a little closer. There's a deep slip, if one can call it that.
That looks to be outstanding from that man again. That is a brilliant catch from Akshar Patel, covering the ground and relaying it to his trailing fielder. Could be very, very important in the outcome. Look at that.
And you have to also compliment Shivam Dubey, who went down there, because this is an outstanding effort. Akshar Patel. The catch will go in Dubey's name, but it is Akshar Patel who's done all the hard work. Have a look at this, he slices it. There is a deep point, he's a left-hander. Magnificent, now look what he does. Oh, he passes the ball away. Magnificent, absolutely terrific. Magnificent stuff that from
Well done, Akshar Patel. Well done.
and he gets rid of the dangerous Will Jacks. 35 of 20 to Will Jacks. It's the 5th wicket gone for 172 in 14 overs.
Well, there's an irony because ahead of this match, quite a lot of focus on India's fielding in this tournament. They dropped 13 catches before this game, which I think is the most of any team in the tournament. Their catching percentage was way down at around about 71%. But 2 catches tonight that may well win them the game, both taken by the man centre screen there, Akshar Patel. Didn't think he could better the first catch, which was a running, diving effort to get rid of Harry Brook, but that second stupendous catch, well, assist to Dubey. It's a bit of a criminal omission that his name doesn't appear on the scorecard there. Is a quite stupendous catch. May well just have turned this game. 172 for 5 England. Still in there. They've got Curran to come and Overton to come. So that was a magnificent catch.
It was indeed, and this is of course some of the shot making that we've seen from England. Right from the first ball, they were having it over. Banking 2 consecutive sixes, playing across the line, but Jacob Bethel kept on going. Clever, very smart batting that from Jacob Bethel. He knows exactly where the fielders are, hitting it away from them, and their running between the wickets has been outstanding. They've really put pressure on the Indians. Look at that, the slower delivery, and then the reverse scope, knowing that there is no fielder in the deep, and then Varun Chakravarti bowling the quicker delivery again. Will Jacks. This is again opening the face of the bat, and this is the dismissal of Will Jacks. You know, when it comes to run outs, you generally get somebody who throws the ball and somebody who
Welcome
gets
all friends, how are you? कैसे हो आप सब? प्लीज सब्सक्राइब जरूर करिए अगर पहली बार आए हो तो।
scorebook should go down.
लाइक कमेंट कीजिए आपका वेलकम है बहुत।
Something like that. 172 for 5.
He got Harry Brook by doing all the hard work early and being able to steady himself. He covers the ground nicely and then slows. Great tracking. What we won't speak about enough is that Ashdeep continued even after 3 consecutive wides. He stuck to the plan, Ashdeep Singh, and went wide. And that is something we have to remember as well. He could have been easily thrown off and said, nah, let me risk going straight. It's not done yet, Sam Curran.
Yeah, but that wicket of Jacks has just encouraged Sky now to bring back Chakravarti to try and get his last over done. But England will keep swinging. They've got Curran, they've got Overton. The 2 left-handers will play to Chakravarti's strength here. He can send the ball across them, so it's a decent matchup, and India hoping he can get out with the 4th over relatively cheaply. Another look at that magnificent piece of athleticism from Akshar Patel.
How Shivam Dubey also stays around. And there it is. The Indian coach very happy.
Should be 4. It is 4. Jacob Bethel soldiers on. 80 from 35.
Varun Chakravarti really
Yeah,
has found it difficult from the Super 8. Pitched it halfway down the pitch, and he's been hit straight back.
And that shot has made it so much more difficult for the modern spinner in T20. Spinners that generally try and bowl into the surface at a bail trimming height. Not many batters will play that kind of shot off the back foot down the ground until the last 2 or 3 years. once they can hit you back over the head off the back foot, and it makes that length very difficult to bowl.
क्या लगता है दोस्तों कौन जीतेगा?
Don't leave your television sets. Don't put your phone down if you're watching it on your phone. 75 or 34 on this ground with 5 wickets left and is set Jacob Bethel. Sonny, you're saying you fell Jasper Bumrah for over number 17.
Well, if it's going to be Sam Curran who's going to take strike, I wouldn't mind looking at Bumrah bowling to Sam Curran. Get a good over going. And maybe an over of maybe eight runs or so. And then up the asking rate. At the moment, England are scoring at 12.41. And the required rate is 13.45. So the required rate, they've kept it inside. They've kept it all the time going around the same.
As much a sighter as he can afford now. One ball. And there he goes. He took one delivery to get himself in, and the next one is a full.
Again, it's a medium-paced delivery. That has been the problem with trying to get overspin. He's lost out on the ability to get side spin. Of course, this is a very good pitch. Not much help for the spinners. But in looking to get that overspin, his length has suffered.
That's where Sky wanted him to hit it. That's what he said to Barrow. Make him hit it down the ground. Game on, 185 for 5.
To go. 69 needed. What entertainment for the crowd today. Some fabulous stroke play from both sides. England still will believe they're very much in the contest. All it needs from here is one big over. A 20 plus over. And suddenly bring that required rate down and keep you in the hunt. Here comes the man, Bumrah. His overs are precious at this stage.
They sure are, because at this stage England are 3 runs ahead. India were 183 for 3, but England had no Bumrah at the death. We saw what he did in that World Cup final in Barbados, where he defended 30 and 31. He is their go-to man. He has been for a while when they need something special.
Watch his changes in pace. He knows the batsmen are coming hard. He will slow it down a bit. This is so good with his skill sets. So much variety there. Doesn't allow batsmen to get into any sort of momentum.
And just when you think you get into some momentum, he does that, goes to that pace-off delivery. He saw 64% this evening. In this over so far, first 2 deliveries are pace-on. go all in on a pace-off here, but it's the disguise in which he delivers it is the real skill.
Oh, that's flicked away nicely. Beautiful touch from Curran.
The batting depth in this tournament, the sides have progressed. It's incredible, really. They just keep coming at you, the hitters. Curran has a lot of experience in this part of the world, a lot of IPL experience. He had seen Bumrah, a lot of him, and he found that little gap. And all eyes on the captain as well, and I'm talking about Surya Kumar Yadav.
Now change in the field. You can see square leg comes to a short fine leg. Fine leg goes to deep backward square leg where the boundary was hit.
Brilliant comeback delivery from Bumrah. Let's see how England go about the rest of this run chase. There's been all guns blazing. I think Bumrah, 2 overs left. Nothing you can do with that delivery. Very consciously, the two left-handers aren't going hell for leather at him.
Change of pace, they look for 2. Settle for the single.
Are you saying see him off moves?
Well, not quite see him off. There's already 7 on the over. I don't think you can afford to see him off. But if he is going predominantly to pace on, can you utilise that pace? The wicket-taking delivery is the pace off. So can you chip that down the ground, apply pressure? Still have to get overs. One from Arshdeep, one from Hardik, and one from Akshar Patel. So one of those, can you compensate?
I think anything over 8 or 9 of Bumrah at this stage is a job well done. You've got to target someone else and look for that big over. Squeezed away in the offside, 8 of the over. Big cheer from the crowd, 16 gone, 193 for 5.
24 बॉल में 61 रन चाहिए दोस्तों.
Noticeable as we've gone through this innings, the best bowlers are the ones that have hit it outside off stump. Think of Arshdeep and that over where he got jacks. The ones that have gone straight have been in the slot. Chakravarti has bowled straight and he's disappeared.
So 61 needed from 24.
Slightly harder to hide it for Arshdeep with 2 left-handers in. To the right-handers he went straight across. He will still try and do it outside that off stump. Mid-off is up though.
Starts off with a wide. Some of the names in contention for the player of the tournament. Jack Sampson and Giri Surfit. Just log on to that website and post your votes. Brilliant.
Just a hint of tail in. And that will help. Anything will help on this flat pitch. Just watch this right at the end. It's not much, but just a hint of in drift there. There has been no lateral movement in 38 overs, 36 overs. There's some there.
Yes, this was the pair that changed the course of the World Cup final last time round. 2 overs between the 16th and the 20th. Bumrah and Arshdeep. It might have been 15th and 16th. They did the trick.
straight, whether it's outside the off stump on that tram line or targeting the stumps. The field's backing it up. Mid-off is up in the ring. Now goes back, Rinku Singh. Deep third will come up as well. I'm suggesting that Sam Curran won't reverse sweep or lap. He looked at target straight, but I'd imagine for Arshdeep it's about jamming in that Yorker
बहुत बढ़िया मैच हो रहा है,
as
आपको
often as
सब्सक्राइब करिए
possible.
चैनल को.
Comparison 195 for 4 India, 195 for 5. It's all about the batting, but in the end, you're going to need a bowler to win you the game. Have India got that bowler?
Keeping the ball away from the boundary and over the boundary. That's what's important at this stage. You see that required rate mounting up all the time.
In the days of long batting lineups, right at the end of a semi-final, you say to your two death bowlers, these two, go and get it done. Bumrah and Arshdeep.
Yeah, also got a big decision coming up. Who does he go to next? Does he spend his resources with Jasprit Bumrah, who has one left? Hardik has one, Akshar has one.
Keeping it away from the fence, just the single. It's turning out to be an excellent over this. So good overs back to back. Still 2 balls left, just 5 conceded.
Yeah, appreciated by the crowd as well. Backed up in the field. Pandya racing around at long on. Definitely saved one. Didn't run around, the ball ran straight at him. In and out of his hands, in as quickly as possible. Just they composed here, Arshdeep. So much ride in this over. It's only gone for 5.
Sticking to his line. He doesn't mind conceding the odd wide or 2.
Yeah, and as a captain, you don't mind that. That was definitely a wide. There was one earlier that wasn't a wide, and he got cross. This one definitely was. But as a captain, you don't mind that because you see a bowler with a plan, and you know that plan will change. He'll go wide, and then like he did earlier, he'll bowl that straight Yorker.
Yeah, big decision coming for this skipper. Just ventured in the direction of Hardik Pandya, asking whether he persists with Bumrah again at the far end or not. Interesting to see if he does.
That's hit straight and clean.
6.
Much needed for England.
Yeah, and no room for error. Brilliant over up until that delivery. It now concedes 12 with 1 ball left. Watch the shape that Jacob Bethel just holds. He needs to check it to the last minute. Then the follow through with the shot. Racing away here, 90 of 41 deliveries. Brilliant from the young left-hander.
Just the calmness and the tempo he's maintained. Wickets falling around him. Steeper required rate. And he's played it nicely, just reaching out for it. And finishing off the over nicely. A 6 and a boundary, 16 off it. 209 for 5.
The full toss deserved to be hit for 6. This one was wide,
क्या लगता है दोस्तों?
was nearly perfect, and Bethel just squirted it away. It was such a good over until those last 2 deliveries.
तीन ओवर में 45 रन चाहिए इंग्लैंड को.
Over 450 runs scored today. 37 overs, still 3 overs left. England need 45 from 18. Still believe there's more than a chance here. Yeah, big announcement for fans ahead of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup final on the 8th in Ahmedabad. Global music icon Ricky Martin will perform live at the stadium from 5:30 p.m. onwards. Make sure you arrive early, catch the performance and be part of the excitement before the final begins. It's open.
his last over. England take him for what, 10? That would leave 35 off the last two.
Oh, brilliant again from Bumrah. He is spending their resources. I wonder what the plan is from Bethel and Curran. Do they want to take it deeper outside of this over? Is it more important for them to be there at the start of the 18th over? Does it give England a better chance of winning? I think so. But what can they get off this last Jasprit Bumrah over without losing a wicket?
Yeah, if they lose one, Overton comes in next, and Overton's not as good a hitter of spin, so they can go to Akshar Patel. But with two left-handers in, Akshar Patel is still a threat. That's why I think England have to take it deep.
Yeah, and I totally agree. The also thing that Jasprit Bumrah has up his sleeve is if he takes one, facing him as a new batter is very, very difficult. There is a very strong chance that he could take two in an over if he is given the opportunity. So what will England be happy with here? Is it 5? Is it 10? 10 would be a lot off an over.
210 मार दिए.
Brilliantly, just nailing those Yorkers. That's why he's such a terrific fast bowler. When the heat is on, he can up his game.
Well, there's simply nobody else like him in world cricket. He is one in a generation cricketer. That is to a batter who is 95 of 43 deliveries. And even, correction, that was to Sam Curran. Equally to Jacob Bethel. There's not a lot you can do with that delivery. Skill, the accuracy, as good as it gets.
Finding the fielder in the deep, they'll come back for two.
Pursuing with just the 5 bowlers today. Do you have the option of going to Shivam Dubey, but chose not to. Too high a risk. Just 2 overs post this. It'll have to be bowled by Hardik Pandya and Akshar Patel.
In what order?
That's a very good question. Or Nas, I'm glad I don't have to make that call. I think I would go to Hardik and roll the dice.
Yeah, the 19th often seems to be the most important over.
I agree. 19th will be Hardik. The single. Excellent over so far, just 5 conceded.
Yeah, clear plan just to see off Bumrah, and we'll get it off the last 2.
The crowd have gone silent, taking it deeper into this game. Clearly England's plan. Try and expose either Hardik Pandya or Akshar Patel. Very clear what they're trying to achieve here.
Big last ball this. And he's done a fabulous job. Just 6 runs conceded. And it boils down to 12 balls now. 29 needed.
India fans cheering because Bumrah has been brilliant. England fans cheering because Bumrah's done.
Hardik Pandya who will bowl the The 19th over. Vettel one shot away from a brilliant 100. Swings and clears the man in the deep. He gets one hand to it, but the ball goes over the rope, and it's a magnificent innings from the young Jacob Vettel, the third fastest for England, and he's got it up just 45.
Such a wonderful talent, he really is. For a man of such young age, the first Test 100 in Sydney a few months ago, first international T20 100 in a World Cup semi-final in Mumbai. Even Akshar Patel couldn't stop that one. Game on here in Mumbai. They sat on Bumrah, they're going after Pandya.
Special innings this, it's keeping England in the hunt. Finds the man in the deep. Partnership 50 now of 29.
Accumulation nicely into the young man. What a talent he is. Two very young cricketers started their career number 1 and 2 on that table. What an occasion to come good for Jacob Vettel. What an experience.
Deep point, deep square leg, and a deep mid wicket. That's in the air, and taken in the deep, taken on the line by Tilak Verma.
Yeah, just when they need their catching to come good, it has come good in the semi-final. Akshar Patel has been in the game. It's now Tilak Verma, and this was just a yard or so away from going for 6. They will check it just in case any part of the heel was hitting the cushion. But he looks good, his balance was good, his hands even better. Current 18 from 14, 2-2-2 for 6.
दो 222 पे 6 आउट, 9 बॉल में 32 रन चाहिए इंग्लैंड को। इंडिया जीतेगा, बचा लेगा। ओवरटर्न आए हैं नए बल्लेबाज हार्दिक पांड्या बॉलिंग पे। इंडिया जीतेगा।
So 32 needed from 9 balls. Jamie Overton comes out to the middle. He'll be on strike. So Vettel is at the non-striker's end. He'll just stick to a single here. He's got to farm the strike now.
Yeah, good from Pandya. Conceded a maximum in the first ball of the over. Then dot, then wicket. Kept with the plan, backed up in the field. Good wicket for India, timely.
Quite the sky catch in Barbados. A little bit more room to play with there. Vettel has to really keep thinking here. 2 balls to go in this over. He needs to be on strike. That last over. Boundary, then a 1 or a 3 would be ideal.
Good stop. That's the single.
Fair play to Hardik Pandya. It hasn't been the perfect Yorkers. There have been some low full tosses in there, but he's not missed it by much. This again was a low full toss. Curran just chipped it. Catching is good.
excellent. There's 9 of the over, 1 over to go, 30 to get. It's 224 for 6.
Quite brilliant from Hardik Pandya, and that's the issue and the problem when you see off Bumrah. You don't really leave room for excellence from the opposition. You get one excellent over, and then you're chasing the game, and that was an excellent over. It leaves you needing
बहुत बढ़िया
30
मैच हुआ
from the
दोस्तों।
last
अभी भी
6.
6 बॉल में 30 रन चाहिए इंग्लैंड को। इंडिया को जीतने के लिए 30 रन डिफेंड करने हैं। सीएम डिडे ने गेंदबाज बॉलर सॉरी ने
So final over of the
गेंदबाज
inning. Shivam Dubey will have to bowl that. England will lead 5 6s here.
दो डॉट बॉल निकलते
This is his
ही
first over of the game. The fielding penalty will apply, so 5 fielders will have to be in the ring. And there comes the signal.
Yeah, good from Hardik Pandya. Just reiterating the plan. High in confidence, high in responsibility. Bumrah being bowled out early. Now's opportunity for somebody else to step up. Hardik Pandya was that man. The plan's now as simple as you can from India's point of view. It's about handling pressure. From England's point of view, a couple of extras or maybe a no ball 6 type of a scenario.
Yeah, exactly what I was going to say. I'd be saying to the bowler here, your first bowl in the game, no balls above waist side, no free hits. If he nails them, 5 6s, but no freebie extra deliveries. Bethel ain't running. He's going to try and hit every ball out of the ground.
It is alive and it's noisy. 6 balls left in the semi-final. India would believe they're favourites at this stage to go to Ahmedabad. It's hit straight. And stopped on the boundary. Overton goes back for the second. And this could be the final nail in the coffin. As far as England are concerned. Brilliant work from Hardik in the deep.
Yeah, the fielding has been excellent. Hardik Pandya in the last 7 deliveries has been excellent. The 6 he bowled and then the first one here in the field. And it has been a quiet Wankhede Stadium for a while today, but not anymore. Bethel had to get back on strike. Hardik knew exactly what he was doing. He wasn't going at the bowler's end. Sanju Samson does the rest. And it brings to an end a quite brilliant innings from a young player with so big a future. Bumrah celebrates like they've won. I think they have. Bethel goes, and with him, England's hopes. 225 for 7.
जो आर्चर न्यू बल्लेबाज।
With no choice but to run
5 बॉल में 29 रन चाहिए
for the strike.
दोस्तों।
29
इंडिया को
needed
जीत के
5.
लिए डिफेंड करने हैं 29 रन।
Good delivery here, could well seal the deal.
हर बॉल पे 6 चाहिए इंग्लैंड को। ये इंडिया जीत गई, ऐसे मानो।
Well, you can see the crowd animated now. They know it's India. Clear favourites to take that flight to Ahmedabad, as does the support staff in the dugout.
बहुत बढ़िया मैच हुआ दोस्तों, बहुत बढ़िया गजब
Almost
का
a
मैच हुआ।
smile from the Indian coach there.
हाई स्कोर मैच हुआ, बहुत जबरदस्त।
They've been outstanding in the field today. Akshar Patel, Hardik Pandya rising to the occasion when needed. Good from Dubai as well. Not easy when you have to bowl the last over.
3 बॉल में 27 रन।
Happens to be
यानी
the
मैच
first
ओवर।
over of the game.
As I said earlier, what would England have been chased down, and I mentioned the 229 that Owen Morgan's team chased down here a decade ago against South Africa. That was within their reach.
सब्सक्राइब करिए, लाइव बंद होने वाला ही है।
254 with Bumrah in
3
the
बॉल के बाद
opposition
लाइव बंद किया जाएगा।
was a tough ask.
Your catch
That's well struck,
6.
but a little too late from England's point of view. 2 balls remaining and 21 to get.
Pretty 2 sixes hit
संडे को लाइव
for the
चलाया
course
जाएगा
of
दोस्तों, लाइव
today's
कमेंट्री।
game. The maximum any World Cup game.
फाइनल मैच है
Clean
अहमदाबाद से
strike
लाइव।
by Archer. A little bit too late.
प्लीज सब्सक्राइब करिए।
Price is still
That's
trying to
like
bowl
a
Yorkers
lot of
actually,
fun.
just in case it goes above waist high and then you have a free here. Just bowl it into the pitch. And get off
2
and
बॉल
get
में
on that
21 रन
flight
चाहिए
after
इंडिया
that.
को जीत के लिए, नहीं इंग्लैंड को जीत के लिए। शिवम दुबे बॉलिंग अटैक पे हैं। वाइड
Wide signal. England will look back at this contest and say they had their chances. Catching let them down. Some very important catches put down. Sanju Samson for one.
थैंक यू ऑल फ्रेंड्स, ज्वाइन करने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप सभी का। अभी लाइव को क्लोज किया जा रहा है। 2 बॉल का खेल बाकी है, 2 बॉल पे ही लाइव बंद करूँगा। प्लीज सब्सक्राइब करें
Step up
नेक्स्ट मैच
today,
के
the
लिए।
Hardik Pandya. We've got a lot of other characters in that team.
और ऊपर चली गई गेंद, आउट होगा क्या?
That's high and it's handsome
6.
again. So 1 ball remaining, 16 to get.
1 बॉल में 14 रन चाहिए।
Well, the play resumes out from Gambhir. Slight frown to the crowd
240 रन मार दिए। देखो
continue to
दोस्तों, बहुत
dance.
ज़्यादा टारगेट मार दिया
They'll be happy.
इंग्लैंड
They
ने।
will be extremely proud of their country's performance today. Deservedly on their way to the final.
लास्ट
Final
बॉल
ball
इस
of
इनिंग्स
the
की।
game. Goes once again over the rope. But it's India who march into the semi-final. In the end, they win by 7 runs. Just goes to show how tight again this was.
थैंक यू ऑल फ्रेंड्स, इंडिया जीत गई है। बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो।
Being scored today. So for the crowd,
फाइनल मैच चलेगा संडे को,
fabulous
इसके लिए
entertainment.
सब्सक्राइब करिए।
And it's the
फाइनल
Indian
मैच
team who are thrilled to bits to make it to the second final on their road.
Yeah, and it's fitting it ends with a 6.